Hey everyone, welcome to something that isn't my 1.5.1 custom instance. So, where am I and what is this? Well, this is the New World mod pack, except myself and a few other people decided that there were a few things missing from it. Nature, biomes aplenty, and Mistcraft, to be precise. And we decided that I would end up sitting down and adding these mods, fixing all the configs, and then throwing up a server. Now, I would be doing this as a server play video. However, at the moment, since I don't have a good way to do my my single player stuff because there are some issues with me recording it, I'm going to use this instead as my my method of doing single player stuff. I'm not going to be around any of the other people that are on the server, at least not for this series of videos. I will be, you know, showing stuff off and all that, but I'm going to strike out on my own for now. So let's go ahead and start making some basic stuffs. Not basic stuffs. So, I've got all my Tinkerer's construct done. And I think this is as good a place as any to settle down, which conveniently is why I had chosen this place to begin with. So we've got some stuff lying around. Let's go ahead and start building a house. And I'll be back when I've got the house done. Okay, so I'm back, and at the moment I've just got enough stuff to make myself a basic pickaxe and a basic hatchet. And the reason why I'm doing this is actually to demonstrate something involving Tinkerer's Construct and one of the other mods that I have on, or that's existing on this server, which is called what is it called? Timber. The Tinkerer's Construct mod, the axe from it, by default, in this setup, will not allow you to instantly chop down the tree. So let's head back in, and using some of the wood that we just got, or that we have in general, let's make ourselves a vanilla axe, or wooden axe. So, let's head over here. And this is that's a bad example of it, but with a vanilla axe, and this is just default, you can change this in some ways, although it's a bit complicated. It will use up the requisite number of uses left on the item that will be required to fully chop down the tree, and chops it down in one go. Pretty awesome. So I'm going to wait out the night, and when I come back, I will be starting up my mining, because that's also something that should be addressed. So morning has come, or is coming, and I feel like I should note something. Some of you before might have noted, and first thing is that I noted or cheated in materials in U1 and 2, and that's because, well, my copies of them are either lost to the void somewhere due to deletion when I was working on a project involving the rest of the players, or back with the rest of the players. However, I'm running this on my own personal private server. This is in-house and basically reserved for myself and like 2 other people, and it's just for us to screw around and do stuff on Minecraft. So it works perfectly for me for recording single-player stuff. However, before you might have heard me complain that it wasn't the most reliable thing. Well, right now, it's running at perfect tick rate, which means that every second the allotted amount of events that are happening are the amount that's supposed to be happening. Now, this is pretty awesome. This just means that, well, everything's running perfectly. And that should stay the case no matter what. Even if my friends happen to be on the server and doing stuff, the frame rate or the tick rate should be perfect and remain perfect, which also means that my frame rate in the recording should also remain perfect, which is incredibly useful because that means that some of the issues that I've been having should resolve themselves. Now, right here, we've got something special. It's called Orichalcum ore. Now, Orichalcum ore is from a mod, and I'm sure you all guessed that because it's not something that's in vanilla Minecraft, but the mod is called Metallurgy 3 in this case. And, well, Metallurgy 3 adds a whole bunch of mods, or metals. So that's quick. I'm going to grab some of that. And I'm going to look up at mod. And that command actually works now. So there's a whole bunch of ores here. All sorts. Let's see. Actually, an easier way is let's look up dust. Copper dust, tin dust, manganese, and there's a whole bunch of these. There's a bunch of different categories. This pack does include all of the types of ores, and all of the different packs, which means that, well, we'll be getting all of the interesting things. So I'm going to continue mining, and unless I find something interesting, I will be back when I'm ready to move on to the next phase. Okay, so let's go ahead and make for ourselves some parts. I'm gonna go ahead and make myself a stone sword blade, though that wasn't actually what I wanted to make. I'm gonna make a knife blade. That's what I wanted to make. Because there's a new tool called the knife. Crossbar. Okay. So let's go ahead and get this made. And I just want to test this out, see what it does. Okay. Well, let's see. Where is something I can throw this at? That doesn't throw far. But it does a fair amount of damage. That's pretty cool. That's really, actually, very cool. Not gonna lie. Now, it's got its flaws, obviously. It's pretty easy to lose. Aw, tiny kitty. And spider, that wants to kill me. Okay, well, this episode is going pretty well, so let's go ahead and... What do I want to do? Well, I, personally, want to get basic ore processing up and running. So I've got some stuff I gotta mine, but there is one last thing I can demo before I move on to that. And that is rubberwood trees interact perfectly with tree capitator because they're qualified and quantified as trees. And there are a few other trees that should work, but there are going to be trees that don't. So I'm going to continue mining, and when I've got sufficiently large amounts of resources, enough to start with, I will be back. Also, before I break here, we have the dynamic lights mod in this pack, which means that while I'm holding a torch, I emit light. So, I'll be back in a few. So, you've seen it before, and you'll probably see it again every time I have this mod. I am going to set up a slag furnace. Not that I have any ores to process with it yet, but it's useful to have. So, drop the slag furnace, and when I finally have ores to process, well, that's how I'm going to start processing them. So, back to mining. Here we go. We've got a new ore, adamantine ore, which I cannot mine. Oh, that's silly. So, this is a high tier of metal. Anyone familiar with sort of fantasy or comics like the X-Men might be aware of adamantine. Basically, it's considered to be nigh indestructible metal in almost every lore that it comes up in. And, well, that's about the only interesting thing I've found so far. And that's kind of a shame. But, back to my house to make some more preparations. So, I'll be back again. So, I was muted for a few seconds there. This is a new World Gen thing. It is petroleum from the Traincraft mod. So, this is pretty cool. Comes in a fairly large amount, and I'll get into using that when I decide to do Traincraft. But back to mining. Okay, here's another small change. Metallurgy does in fact change the layers, or the levels that some ores can spawn at. Now, this level of gold, or this gold at this level isn't, I believe, outside of the bounds of normal? However, it is, as far as I know, abnormally high. I think you can find it here, I just don't normally. Oh, and here we've got a new ore. We've got copper ore. I think the most prevalent example of finding ores outside of level is that I've found gold as high as ocean level, 60, 64. So, here we've got some copper. And I'm just going to continue on down. Anyway, more mining. Hey everybody, so let's go ahead and I'm actually going to make myself a copper pick. I have some copper, and I'm getting tired of coming back up here and just randomly having to repair my pick. So, 207 with a mining level of iron. So it's roughly as effective as my other pick. But I'm also going to use I'm going to keep my other pick just in case. So I just wanted to show that I was making that, and I'll be back when I've got more substantial stuff. Okay, topside again with iron. So, let's run this through the slag furnace quick and get 2 bars at least. Let's see. And close that. Okay, 2 bars, first try. Part builder. Pickaxe head. Tool rod and toolbar, or tool binding. So, iron pick time. And to show something, mainly how stupid lucky I am right now, well, we're gonna head back down into the depths of my mine. Also, I want to check something. Okay, I can't get Ori Halcom yet. Or adamantine. Okay. But, let's see. Let's quick knock out some space. Cause, yeah. Gold. Lots and lots of gold. And while sadly I don't have Equivalent Exchange 3 installed in this instance, I do have plenty of uses for gold. But let's go ahead. I'm going to quick pick up some of this. And diamond here. Diamond here. And, well, okay, that was a small vein. Now, next diamond. Yep, I found a lot of diamonds. But wait, there's more. Ooh, and my headset's being a little bit crackly. That's weird. Okay, I'm fairly certain I picked it up. And now, into the ravine I found, where there's more diamonds and an emerald. This is my lucky day. So I'm going to finish mining up, and I'm going to wrap up with a little bit of modifications, so I will see you guys when I'm ready to modify my pick. Okay, this is absurd. More diamonds. Ooh, and ferrous iron. Or ferrous ore. Thank you for that, creeper. You saved me the hassle of trying to kill you. Well, back to the surface. Okay, I just have one tinkering I want to do that I want to show on camera, and that is to add diamond. Also, that is not the right sound. Stop making this all noise. And I want to test something. I want to test if I can mine orichalcum with this pick. No, I can't. Okay. And just in case, let's test adamantine as well. Okay. Well, now I know, and knowing is half the battle. So, well, I've accomplished a small amount. I mean, it's not my best starting episode, and I do hope that this is going to be the last one for a long while, and that this server will hold. But, I'll see you guys next time, after I've finished up more mining and gotten some basics built. See you guys.